Alright.
So,
Welcome back.
Indeed. So, going off what we did in the last video, which was just a little city chatty video, we've decided to make another one because obviously can't make investigation videos
Due to COVID.
However, we are thinking, just me and the one there, we're thinking that we're going to go up to the fort again, given that we have a couple more apps
To try out.
Yeah.
Which he got them today, and like there's a EVP, there's an
EMF detector, there's an
loads.
SLS on there. I will show you the apps in this video today. Obviously, it's not a sponsor, but I do want to show you what the apps are because they are really, really cool. I've actually had a lot of fun just testing them out. I was actually going up to lights and like putting them up against the wiring and going, oh my god, it works. Oh, electromagnetic field detector.
So obviously it's gonna go off when there's electricity around, so that's why. For those who don't know, that's why it went off when it was around electric bits. Yeah.
The whole point in the fort videos are the fort is our test ground. Previously, we obviously used the fort as the test ground for the Spirit Box session that we did, which is another app on the phone. You can believe the apps if you want, you don't have to, but there have been other channels who have used the app and they've got some pretty decent responses.
Like Mindseed, like we watch Mindseed all the time.
We love Mindseed, absolutely rate the hell out of their videos.
We also love
TFIL. They're like
so
our
funny.
main inspirations for wanting to make these videos, and a big reason why we are so fascinated, because they have truly inspired us to want to go out and make these videos. They've inspired
Mindseed
us
mainly because TFIL do make prank videos sometimes, and you've sat there and watched all of it, and then all of a sudden Elton's gone, it's a prank.
Yeah, our main inspirations for all of this, despite our past happenings, are definitely the channels that we've been keeping up to date with since, such as Mindseed, Twin Paranormal, the Paranormal Files, TFIL, like all those people. They're such massive inspirations for us. And
also Simon Colby.
Oh yeah, Simon Colby, you've got to love those guys. And the main reason why we wanted to research all of this so much, because it was something that we really wanted to do, and they made us feel like anyone could do it, if you know what I mean. All of this goes as we hope it will. It's all down to those guys. Like they really have been our inspirations.
Main inspiration, yeah.
Yeah.
So if you hear me randomly go Elton, it's because Colby does it whenever he's scared. Colby? Why did I say Colby?
Simon Colby.
That's why. It's because Corey always does it. So that's why whenever we get the 1,000 rods and it crosses, we're like Elton. Like, if you don't know who they are, then you're not going to understand. But if you do know who they are, then you will understand.
If you don't know who they are, go watch them.
They're so funny.
Binge watch them. We
Just
know
some of them are pranks.
We know you've got this coronavirus going around and you're bored as hell, so go and binge them. So the first app we have is called Necrophonic.
That's one we used in the last video.
That's
Spirit Box.
Yeah, that's the Spirit Box app. So that uses like 2-letter sounds. You'll hear a couple sounds come through, but it doesn't push full words through. It doesn't push full sentences through.
When there's nothing.
Yeah. That's why we felt like our last investigation was worth posting, because we did get some weird stuff come through, let's just say. So yeah, like everything that was highlighted wasn't actually something that we caught, but it was something that there were other things in there that were genuine.
So obviously in our last video you heard
there was a woman's voice
that went walk with me, so I didn't realise until we were almost home and I went, oh my god, I know why it said that. It is a really sad topic. So when it said walk with us, obviously we were on the cliffs. Years ago there was these two girls walking bottom of the cliff, and this is where obviously we thought the cliffs were stable and everything. So these two girls were walking along the cliffs. The cliff's fallen and it's killed them basically. I realised after that it was possibly these two girls saying walk with us because they went on a walk and they never returned home. It's obviously a sad story, but
yeah,
we know they're there.
It's a backup for the app, so we know what it's saying. We understand now what was coming through, what it was trying to say to us. It was obviously telling us, walk with me. That is probably their way of saying, like, walk with me, we will show you where we are, where do you want us to walk? And it said down,
Which is
at the bottom of the cliff. So I kept asking, where it's down. And my thought at the time was maybe someone walked off the cliff or jumped off the cliff, whatever.
obviously because him and Cam didn't know that story until I told him later on, because my mum told me this years ago.
Yeah.
So obviously none of them knew, so they didn't understand what it meant. None of that clicked until I got home and went, oh my god. So obviously I told him and Cam and they were like, oh.
We did have something else come through that we're not going to put in any video at any time. It is some very touchy, sensitive evidence that we got through, but it is highly related to that area that we were investigating, and it was...
I'm getting goosebumps, my eyes are watering from it.
It was to
Look
do
at my eyes.
with... Yeah.
Oh, God.
It was to do with something that is very sensitive around this area, so we can't tell you that, we can't show you that in the video, we can't highlight it in any way, but we did get the same thing come through twice as confirmation. Before we recorded, we wanted to test the app a little bit more. We have tested the app in places where there wouldn't be any evidence, such as like we went to our local co-op, stood outside and decided, you know what, let's test it here. So we gave it a little test and nothing came through other than
We did leave a link in the description for the
necrophonic app. Yeah, we did.
We did leave a link in the description because I know people don't usually read them anymore, so I'm just going to put it out there. We did leave it in the full video.
And there will be a link to it in the description of this video as well.
As well as all the other apps we're going to show you.
Yeah. For the next couple of apps, we have two that are pretty much the same app. They're just split into two different things. These are apps called GhostTube, and what these do is they help you with your investigations. They are built purely for ghost hunting, obviously, like the Spirit Box one is as well, but these ones are, these apps are very professional for what you can get for free. The Spirit Box app is £10, so that is a little bit of money, but you do get from our experiences, maybe not for you guys, you don't have to believe it if you don't want to, but what we've proven to ourselves, that is a very good app and we do trust it. Especially
what we caught in my room, which I'm not going to share, it's very personal, but from what we caught, it meant a lot that I got some closure of some things, and it was nice to hear, and you got the same. Something.
And that's what the channel's all about, guys. It's all about the closure. So the next two apps are both called GhostTube. One is just GhostTube and the other one is GhostTube SLS. If you don't know what an SLS is, then it is so the first app is called GhostTube SLS. SLS stands for Structured Light Sensor. It basically puts a stick figure on any bodily structure, basically.
That a human can't see with their own eyes.
Most of the time.
Most of the time. It can be a trip out.
It can pick up stuff such as chairs.
You got to make sure, like, if you're filming it in the hallway, that it's clear that there's nothing there that it can.
So that's pretty much all that does. You've got a couple options on there, such as night vision filter, infrared filters, like full grey filters. But it's a very, very good app for what it is. I was very surprised with how well it worked. And then the actual GhostTube app has got an EVP. It's got an EMF detector. It's got obvious built into it. Like, we had something come through.
Yeah, he got something through earlier.
Yeah, which was quite cool. I was quite shook about it. And it logs what the obvious says as well. You can upgrade the app for $2.99 a month or like £10 a year or something. But I did get something come through. Obviously don't pick up on a lot. They don't really come through with much, but we got something come through that was quite meaningful. As I downloaded the app, I was looking at it and I just got something come through say be careful. So that was a clear warning.
That's weird for us saying in the last video that if you're gonna do this, be careful.
Yeah.
Like, you always have to look after yourself.
Yeah. We always believe that we've got guardian angels looking over us because.
Oh yeah, when we did it in
we
my
did spirit box sessions that told us to not talk to certain voices and don't interact with certain
Get
things.
goosebumps and we like remind ourselves what happened.
So we think we are quite protected. So hence the fact that it said be careful, and in previous investigations we've had, don't talk to them, don't do this, don't.
To him.
Yeah,
it came out like the spirit boxes don't usually come out in full sentences.
So we got some clear evidence there that
there's something there protecting us.
Yeah.
There's definitely something there. I don't know what, I don't know who. Could be like grandparents who have died. It could be a guardian angel. It could be anything. Like, I don't know. I'd love to find out. So maybe at some point we'll test out to see who it could be. I'd love to see who it could be because I want to know who's. But like, I've always felt something protecting me, and that's the thing with ghost hunting for me. I can feel when something's there, like if you understand what I mean. Like,
it's like in the last video you felt quite nauseous, didn't you? When
nauseous
it said,
and dizzy.
Walk with me.
That's why I went. Obviously, it said it in the video, but that's why I went whoa, because my head just went and I felt like I was about to be sick.
I think it said dizzy after that.
Yeah, I just felt really weird, but obviously you can't let them take your energy, otherwise they've won. So obviously I got out of that really quickly because I know how to get out of it. Obviously I don't, but I do. Like, you learn from, obviously I've learned from that they can easily target me, so I need to quickly get out of that. And I just think I can feel what they feel or feel when someone's there, because it's not the first time that I felt someone's there and like something's happened or we've captured something. Like, before we even started filming that video, I felt like we shouldn't have been there.
It was pretty clear that something was trying to not let us go.
Something was telling us to leave before we started recording. You can hear it throughout the video, we just didn't title it in there, but before we even started recording, it was telling us to leave. Like, you can't be here, just leave.
Just a quick demonstration of how this app works with the electromagnetic field. I don't know how this works. It really is really satisfying to me. But if I just demonstrate on my phone here.
Sure.
That was the obvious. That couldn't have been
better timing.
Any better.
We've not had anything for hours.
Honestly, but that just sort of shows like there could be something with us. There could be a guardian angel. You never know, but that doesn't happen. It doesn't. Like, it just.
That couldn't have been
Be
better
careful.
timing.
Let me just show you. Sure, like. That's crazy. That is amazing. I love that. Because stuff like that isn't explainable. It's a random app. It's a random thing. Chances. For real. Like, the chances.
That's not gone off for hours.
And the last thing it said was a two-letter phrase. So that, to me, that's unreal. Like that. I know it's little, but it's crazy. But yeah, anyway, to demonstrate this app, you have this. As I talk, you can see it goes up and down, la 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 la. So that will record any sounds. If you make a small sound, like you see it, you can hear it on the camera. It shows that there's a sound. This bar with the little green bit here is your electromagnetic field, and at the bottom is your obvious, which is what just came through and said sure. But if I demonstrate the EMF, well, there you go, it makes that sound and it makes it spike, and this little green bar turns orange or red, given how much energy is coming through the device. Don't know how it works, don't ask. I'm amazed by it. But yeah, that's a fascinating little trick on the phone.
So it's a couple of days later since our last clip.
If the camera's a little bit different, then that's why, and if the lighting's a little bit different, we got some better batteries. But after we got that obvious come through saying sure. That was in response to what I was saying. We left it running for a little bit and we got some kind of disturbing things come through. Now, whether it's actually a rigged app or not, we're not too sure yet. It's going to take a couple more tests, but we got a lot of things that were in relation to each other, however, were random. That's why we have reason to believe that it could possibly be rigged for a good scare, but we're not sure yet. I can show you what we got through. What we got was quite disturbing.
We both, that's like the first time I think either one of us have been scared.
So at about 11:57 on the night that we recorded that video, we left the obvious running and we got demon and stroke come through, which was quite disturbing. So I went straight to researching what that was, and we found out that there is a demon of strokes. Now, following that research,
I went to the bathroom and everything just seemed to go wrong. Like everything was just really loud, which normally I try and be really quiet. So I've gone to the toilet and there's a spray behind me and that's just flung. Could have been me. I said it was me to make myself feel better, but it could have been me. I know one bit was me because I elbowed it back for it to like not fall anymore, so I didn't make any more noise. One bit was me, and it's a bit disturbing because I came back and he told me to read a line of the thing he researched, and it like to say that
basically this particular demon, the demon of strokes, lurks in bathrooms because it waits until you're alone to, as they say, to hit you. And when it says hit you, that means hit you with a stroke / heart attack. And then just to make it a little bit more disturbing, at 12:27, so the sevens are in correlation here, we got heart attack come through on the obvious, and if you want proof of that, I'll show you right there. But at the bottom it says 11:57 demon. Just before that it said stroke demon, and they both came through at 11:57. Sadly, I don't have the subscription for this app, so I only have the last 15, but I do have an image of where it says stroke demon heart attack. And yeah, there was some odd things that came through at 1:26 p.m. the next day. It said stroke again. However, when I first loaded up this app, it said be careful, and at 1:30 p.m. the same day that it said stroke again, which was the next day, it said be careful again. And then at 1:45 p.m. it said be careful again. So following that, we did a couple of spirit box tests with some headphones, which we recorded a few of. See, at this point we're terrified because we're like thinking that we've got this demon that's following us. We did get some shocking responses from the spirit box, bearing in mind whoever had the headphones on could not hear as they were sound deadening, and we had our hands to our ears like this. I can play that clip, which actually I'll play that clip now. Are you attached to Melissa? Yes or no?
yeah,
Are you good or bad?
please,
Do you take care of her?
sure, go away,
I'm here for the same reason as you.
go,
I'm happy to have a mutual relationship with you all.
no. I have a demon attached to me.
Found out that it's probably attached to Melissa.
And obviously I didn't hear what the questions he was saying, and looking back at that clip afterwards I was like, oh my god.
There were a couple bits off camera where it was just me trying to communicate through mail, basically asking questions, because it said it didn't like me. But we've been together almost a year now and nothing bad's happened, so if there is something that's been attached for a while, I think it's there for your protection.
It is seen that you treat me.
Yeah, and it did say that it was there to look after you and look out for you. So that was everything to do with the first Ghost Tube app, including the EMF, the EVP, the obvious. But now I will show you the SLS. Yeah, I got a little something weird come through. Basically, in this corner of my room behind you over there, I always had like bad vibes about it. So yeah, that corner of the room was kind of creepy. I always felt something in that corner. It was very weird, and I did a little SLS video the other day. There is a blank space of wall between my drum kit and my canvas on the wall where it picked up something, and there was no shadow there. It was in the day, my curtains were open, and it just picked up. It was just an upper body. It was like a head and then 2 arms, and the arms were sort of moving like this, sort of like someone waving for attention sort of thing. Hopefully we can get into some proper investigation soon, and hopefully we can get Cam on board with them, and as soon as we're out of this lockdown we will definitely be able to do some decent investigations, hopefully catch some decent happenings going on, because I would love, it would be my dream to capture something real.
And to see whatever is with me either helps me, protects me, or
kills me.
So that's it for these sit down videos for now. We will hopefully be going out soon, or you'll see another of our boring faces again in another sit down video.
Or just another update on when we leave the obvious on the bed thinking that it's actually trying to tell us something.
Or when we do another blind spirit box test. Anything like that, we'll just keep you updated. Hope you enjoyed these little sit down videos. Hope they're not too boring. And if you have, please smash a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want. You're welcome to.
If you like what we're going to be offering in the future, then definitely be sure to stay tuned, because we are hoping to catch some really, really cool pieces of evidence, and we are definitely going to be the most professional that we can with all of this.
We're not going to be faking anything for all of you wondering they're going to fake it. We're not. This is our closure.
I know we repeat ourselves with this a lot, but it is because we're so intrigued by all of this and we're so into it that we do want to catch some genuine content, and we don't want to fool anyone out of it. We want to prove to people that when there's a haunting, it's not all of the time, and we want to prove to people that not everything is haunted.
Yeah.
If there's been a murder somewhere, that doesn't mean it's haunted still. But if it is haunted, then it doesn't mean that we're going to catch that evidence. But if we do catch that evidence, then it is going to be 100% genuine.
Yep.
And it's probably going to make our year.
Very happy if we ever catch anything.
Yeah.
I think we will, but it's just a little disclaimer that we are telling the truth. We're not going to fake anything. There's no point, really, is there?
But yeah, we are going to be having lots of fun. We're going to be very professional about it. If you guys like it, then stay tuned. If you don't like it,
see you later.
See you later.
Thanks for watching. We will see you soon. Alright.
Ta-ra.